Welcome to the Core Skill Building Collection. In this video, you will learn the basics of the sequence diagram. The sequence diagram is available for elements in the function class and captures the interaction between collaborating parts of a system. Part of the SysML behavioral representation set, the sequence diagram enables you to focus on triggering data and the resultant flow of control between components. While not a complete representation of behavior, this view is particularly useful in understanding and confirming interactions early at each level of the system definition effort. The sequence diagram is calculated based upon the behavior defined in the EFFBD and Activity Diagram. Therefore, this video assumes that you have viewed either the EFFBD or Activity Diagram video. Function nodes are placed along the vertical lifeline corresponding to their component allocation. In this diagram, all functions have been allocated to a component. In the event a function has not yet been allocated to a component, you will see a lifeline labeled unallocated. This is helpful to identify if you have any functions that need allocation. The arrows on a sequence diagram represent control data, triggers that serve to synchronize interactions. An arrow entering the node triggers that function. An arrow exiting the node is an output that triggers another function. Arrows entering from the left edge of the diagram are external triggers that originate outside of this decomposition. There are none in this diagram. Arrows that exit the right edge of the diagram are outputs that trigger functions elsewhere in the system model. Remember that EFFBDs and activity diagrams include basic inputs. These data stores that don't trigger a function are not shown on a sequence diagram. When functions occur in parallel, they are encompassed by a square labeled par in the top left corner. Functions with a select construct on an EFFBD or activity diagram can be found in a similar box labeled alt. Notice that the parallel structure is nested inside the select structure. When you have structures within each other in the EFFBD or activity diagram, you will see this nesting on the sequence diagram. The dotted line on the alt structure indicates the various branches. In this case, there are two branches. There are no functions on the top branch. There are 6 functions and a parallel structure on the bottom branch. This completes the overview of the sequence diagram. To learn more about using Core, go back to our screencast page and view the rest of the Skill Building Collection.